Let's see if we got the screen working. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Boom. Paste. There's the link. Pin it. That way people can join if that's what the plan is. Oh, shit. What should I do? Ensure audio mix minus. Boom. Outputs. Routing. Processing. Multi-track. Pre-fader. Off. Listen. Doom. 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 Mm, 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 mm. Doom, doom, doom. Mm, 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 mm. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Dun, dun, dun. Got the chat on. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me. Bear with me. Trying to get all of the connections up. Trying to bring in the brothers. Bishop, where you at? Where you at? People. Boom. Right. Two. Boom. This is not friendly talk. This is God's. Save. Boom. Stay where you at. Oh, what's going on? YouTube, how y'all doing? Facebook, how y'all doing? It is your boy, Reverend Deacon Brother Pastor, coming to you. Waiting to get the rest of the fellas online. Boom, 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 boom. It is Thursday. It is Thursday. Let's see where we at. Where we at? Uh, uh. Boom. 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 It is Thursday, folks. Hump day is over. It is Friday Eve. Friday Eve, y'all. Boom. Where my link at? And there we go. There we go. Copy. Boom. Oh, see, I messed up. I learned I messed up tonight. Boom. Let me fix that. It is. Boom. Problem solved. We're about solving problems over here. Boom. Let's see what we got. Bishop. Mic check, mic check.
Can you hear me?
I got you, Bishop.
Okay, but I'm trying to that's just a producer though.
I don't know if it'll let me send the other one. I sent it to you in your email, or check your text messages.
Yeah, because it got me set up as a producer.
Just so you know, we are live at the moment. Boom.
Yeah, it's only letting me come in as a producer.
I just sent it to you again.
All right.
We got the Minister of Defense. Welcome, Minister.
How y'all doing this evening?
Doing good, bruh. Your audio sounding good. Doom.
Hey, y'all gotta forgive me this evening. Allergy attack, man.
Man, it's that time of year, bruh.
Yeah. Just this.
Hey, Nancy, we see you out there, girl. Appreciate you checking in with us, showing us some love. Let's see, where is that? Where is that? Boom, scrolling down. Boom. Killed that link. Producer, you got multiple tabs open? I got a notice that says you got multiple tabs open. I don't want to get the echo in. Producer. There we go, Bishop. I see you.
All right, now I got the audio down.
We see you, Bishop.
Okay, so for some reason I'm hearing you in the wrong spot.
Got the music playing right now.
Right.
Got the jam on.
Right.
From what I'm understanding, there is a echo. We are working on that now. Boom. There we go. We got the Bishop back. Welcome back, Bishop. We see you. Got that roadcaster in the foreground, looking good.
Yep.
And boom. Minister of Defense, let me get a mic check.
Mic check. One. Mic check. Two.
Boom. Check one, check two.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Still getting some of the echo.
Still getting some echo?
Yeah, still getting some echo.
Yeah,
Bishop, make sure you kill the producer, the audio.
Okay, so now you shouldn't be getting no producer audio right now. But
Nope, I'm only getting it from the Bishop.
All right, so I'm having some technical difficulties on my maybe it's the roadcaster.
Tell you what, why don't you kill the one as the producer for now then? Boom.
Okay, so now if you can hear me, the only problem is now I cannot hear you. Okay, here we go. All right, there you go. Can you hear me? There you go.
Try that one more again. I think I heard an echo from you.
Nah, I hear the echo.
You got more than one tab open?
Nah, just one. Yeah, just one.
Let there be light.
Testing.
It is Thursday, Friday Eve, good people. Hey, baby girl, we see you. Uh-oh. You still hearing that echo, baby girl? Let me know in the comment section.
Put a one in the chat if you still hear echo.
Baby girl, let me know if you're still hearing that echo. Nancy, if you're still out there, let me know if you can still hear that echo. What's going on, my brother? We got my brother Bill, aka Bubba, in the house. One of our road warriors. Much love.
Test. Still echoing.
It's still echoing?
Yep.
I can hear you too.
Give me a little more volume in my headphones. Feel like Eminem. Turn up my snare.
Yeah, I'm echoing bad.
And I'm going to assume everybody else can hear it.
For sure.
Yep, echo is still there. Thank you, Nancy. Is the mic on your camera off? That way you don't have two audio sources coming in?
So it's saying that I can't even talk because it aggravates me. I have it set up to come through directly through the Rodecaster.
Do you have your mic going through primary stereo main? Folks, we're going to ask that you bear with us as we go through this because we're doing it live. Is it live? Is it live? All right, while the bishop gets it together, let's holler at y'all. What's going on, people? Welcome to tonight's podcast. It is me, it's your boy, Reverend Deacon Brother Pastor, and with us tonight, we have the Minister of Defense. How you doing, Minister?
I'm good to go, brother.
Tell us how that day going, bro. It's Thursday. What's the good word for the people?
Hey, looking forward to a good Friday. Head into a great weekend.
That's it.
Yeah.
Man, last night's podcast was off the chain. Coming from Family Talk, we it was interesting last night. Last night we were talking about how got one coming back. We were talking about what could be unrealistic dating standards. Welcome back, Bishop. Mic check 1 2, Bishop.
Testing.
Still.
Hey man, they don't want the bishop in tonight.
Man, no love.
Nah, none at all. But what I am gonna do is just stay tuned for the O.
Got you.
Okay. Am I getting an echo too?
I don't know.
I can hear a little bit.
Adria, you out there listening to us in the comment section, let us know if you hear echo from the Minister of Defense.
Yeah. Let me know. Am I echoing as well? I can hear a little bit. Yeah.
Probably be better if you had some headphones.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix it. I got lots of headphones. I need to set up everything.
All right. Well, let's get into it. Oh, I saw something that shook my soul. And it was one of those things that I saw that I went, man, if you all remember, a lot of this whole podcast thing was born out of wanting to see relationships get easier for people, wanting to see people happy, wanting to see people who want to be paired up, wanting to see them get paired up. But it seems like we are making this harder than it has to be. We are in a time, as I pointed out last night, according to a study, 2021 saw the least number of 40-year-old people who've never been married for the first, or saw the most number of 40-year-old people who had never been married. And we always see this narrative of men, they got their issues, women got their issues, women got their issues with men got their issues with women. And we can't seem to get together on this and just put together some happy families. We are losing the fabric of our nation, which is families. We got a bunch of individuals out here, but we are having trouble keeping families together. First of all, getting them together and keeping them together. We got a lot of kids being born, but that's different. Here, the standard is marriage. Minister, I want to show you something that caught my attention. Let me see if I can get it to come up.
Okay.
While
you're doing that, just like what you said, we're seeing the death of the nuclear family in this day and age for various reasons. We have a lot of influences aiding to that.
True.
So, and like you said, some of it is the dating standard now for this day and age is vastly different from coming from our background, traditional dating standards. It's a lot out here.
Yeah, man, it's getting harder and harder. And it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't constantly hearing men say, you know what, I'm ready to settle down, or men getting married and staying married, but also women who want to be married, getting married and staying married. We see divorce parties being celebrated. The divorce parties are almost as big as the weddings nowadays.
Sometimes bigger.
Sometimes bigger.
Right.
Sometimes bigger.
Right.
Let me pull up something that really, really threw me. And I thought this would be a good topic of discussion tonight. You see this?
Yeah.
This is part of the narrative that has our community struggling with relationships. And I call this the 50-50 conversation. And this conversation isn't helping none of us. This is presented from the perspective of a woman to a man. And this is a common issue where I hear women say, so let me get this straight. Men want women to go to work. Hold on, let me click that. Boom. What up, Coach?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, Coach, hang tight for a minute while we set this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So according to the women who have challenges with modern men, they say, so let me get this straight. Y'all want women to go to work, earn a paycheck, come home, cook, clean up, tend to the kids, and pay half of the bills.
Right.
That part seems to be the rub right there, and paying half of the bills. And this issue of who's paying bills is what's catching up a lot of people into the drama section.
Okay.
If you old school, you remember Pops going to work, Pops paid all the bills. Mom didn't even work. Mom Duke, she stayed home. She raised the kids. She raised the kids down the street. She was raising the cousins. Mom Duke was doing it all. And yes, salute to Mom Duke. Mom Duke working hard, because that is a full-time job. No doubt, no question. But the modern family requires a modern income. I noticed today it was reported in the news that, for example, in San Antonio, the average salary is $72,000. Now, we're a little bit below, we're like 11% below the national average for cost, which included housing, food, transportation. But $72,000 was the average salary. When you watch a lot of the dating shows, for some reason, there is this big push by women to say we need a man who makes $100,000 minimum. And the question is, okay, what's wrong with you going to work? But they say, I don't want to go to work and still be responsible for other things. I personally call bullshit. I'm going to say it loud and proud. That is bullshit. Now let's break down why it is bullshit. I don't see it as happening this way, where a man wants you to go to work, come home, cook, take care of the kids by yourself, cook by yourself, clean up by yourself, tend to the kids, and pay half the bills. And normally this includes the thing of, and you want us to fuck you. Wow, when did that become a chore for a spouse instead of a mutual activity where spouses exchange? Coach, talk to me, man. Am I tripping on this? What's your thoughts on this whole man versus woman with 50-50 thing?
Well, I think part of it starts with trying to understand, like what would be considered a successful relationship, successful family unit. You got the echo.
I'm not catching none on my end. If somebody's catching it in the comment section, please let us know.
Yes, sir. Back to what I was saying. I'm right with it. I'm gonna have all bullshit on this concept of there's an issue between men and women and half the bills, cook, clean, X, Y, Z. To me, I think more of a symptom causes. That right. Let's take this mean. That essentially says to me want to be taken care of versus filled with. And
speak on it.
I would think that's what we would want. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want out of my significant other, my wife. Someone I can build with. To the concept of a woman or a man got to figure things. Well, what do I need for? I've been able to build myself.
Right.
So what do you really want to bring to the table? We don't even have to get concept. I mean, the ideal situation would find someone that you can deal with, so that cook, clean, work, go home. It's not even an issue because we're building together.
That's what I'm talking about. Working together. We titled this show 50-50. And I really think we first need to start there. When I hear these conversations go on between men and women or women amongst themselves, they say, I'm not going 50-50 with a man. Good. I don't know anybody who wants a woman who's going to come in and go 50-50. Let's look at what 50-50 means, first of all. When we're talking 50-50, that means you only bring in half of you as a person and everything that you come with to a relationship. What kind of shit is that? This is why I call bullshit on this whole 50-50 thing. Because no man, hey, Carol, we see you out there, darling. No man is coming to a relationship with only 50% of who he is. And no woman is coming with 50% of who she is. But this narrative still exists of, oh, y'all want a woman that's going to go 50-50. Nope, we don't. We want a woman who's going to go 100 and 100. 100 of me and 100 of you. And we're going to bring this together and we're going to build together. That makes sense to me. What about you, Coach?
Makes perfect sense. You know, again, I totally agree with the concept of 50-50. I can't recall the time I've ever looked at my wife and said, hey, I'm only giving, putting in 50% of the bills, X, Y, Z. Like it's never been a real conversation. You know, it's hey, I gotta handle this. If I don't handle it, can we handle this? You know, it's hey, we got X, Y, and Z coming up. What do we have to do that? You know, I've been with my wife 5 years, and I seriously say I don't remember a time where I've had to hey, you need to pay 50, you got to pay 50. And when I come home, I always kick my feet up. I cook, I clean. You know, true. I'm very active kid, live. Very active.
Right.
I have a son, getting ready to go to school on football scholarship. I've coached him every day, been on the field every snap. He was 6.
That's what's up.
You know, I mean, it's still 50-50 was never a conversation.
How long you been married, Coach?
25 years.
25 years.
25 years.
And you've never had a 50-50 conversation with your bride?
No.
Coach, I'm getting ready to hit 20 years with my bride. We have never, ever had a conversation about 50-50. This is why I keep asking, where are these conversations coming from? I think part of the problem we may have, we got folks who want to play house, where, you just want to move in with somebody. And okay, fine. If that's what you want to do, to see what it's like, test the water before you marry them, I'm not going to even say I'm mad at that. Do you? In that situation, if each person says we're going to do 50-50 on the bills, okay, y'all are roommates. And that's what roommates do. But I've never heard a husband go, I'm only going to spend 50% of my resources, 50% of my time taking care of the family that I chose to make. So that's part of what loses me right there. To me, it's a false argument. Coach, let's expand this a little bit.
All right.
Let's go back to the foundation of the argument. Adria says she is at 26 years. Congratulations, girl.
Congratulations.
26 years. That's a beautiful thing. I hope to be where y'all at soon. Let's go back to where I think this is coming from. We remember the time, let's just be real about it. There was a time a woman could not work outside the home, or it was highly frowned upon. A woman couldn't get a bank account in her name. A woman couldn't, do things. She couldn't go buy a car on her own. She was told to go get her husband and come back. She couldn't have credit in her name. Yes, those times are over. Women are the highest enrolled in college right now. The largest benefactor of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was white women. They are the largest benefactor. Now, other women have benefited from the Civil Rights Act too. Now they have the opportunity to do whatever they want. They want to go be the CEO of a company. Great. They want to be an entrepreneur and start a company. Great. They want to go work somewhere and work their way up the ladder. Great. They want to go work in a factory and honor Rosie the Riveter. Great. They can do that. They get to do all of that. And they come home with a professional salary. But I think it's time for us to bust one of these other bubbles that go along with this. When I hear people say, let's go, or my husband wants to go 50-50, or the men I meet want to go 50-50. Okay, let's take some things off the table. Let's say you meet a man who, because the term that gets thrown around is provider. Women say they want a provider. Okay, fine. You meet a man who's a provider, and he's going to pay 100% of the bills. All right. What do you do with your paycheck? And every time I have this conversation with a woman, it goes left. It goes right, but it never stays on point. Hold up, letting the bishop back in. Hopefully we got that worked out.
Peace and power. Peace and power. Can y'all hear the bishop?
I got you, baby. I got you loud and clear.
Still got the echo.
All right.
Damn.
All right. Sound funny on my end, but I'm trying to make this work.
We're going to make this work. Bishop, we talking about this. We deconstructing this whole narrative of 50-50. All right. If a man covers 100% of the household expenses, when I ask ladies, okay, what will you do with your income? They say, oh, I'll pay childcare. I'll take care of the kids. I'll make sure the sports and stuff is and extracurricular activities for the kids are taken care of. I'll take care of groceries. I'll take care of savings. I'll make sure our vacations are paid for. Guess what? If you're doing that, your husband's not paying 100% of the bills. How the fuck is that so hard to understand?
I can do it.
It's basic math.
It's math. Bishop, if you got the rent, you got the mortgage, you got the light bill, the cable bill, the cell phone bills, the car insurance, the health insurance, you got all that covered. You got groceries covered. What's your wife going to do with her income?
You asking me? Am I echoing y'all in first of all?
A little bit.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna sit this one out. I don't want to ruin the podcast, man. I'm just gonna sit back and watch it because this echo is really annoying me on this end, and I can't seem to fix it.
Go ahead and mute it up then. Stay with us, though.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna sit back.
The comment section is lit, though.
All right, let's do that.
When these women tell me, yes, I need a man who's going to pay all the bills. And I simply ask them, what are you going to do with the money that you earned? Do you want to stay at home and be a housewife? Most of them say no. Is that about what you all hear? That they don't want to stay at home and be housewives in 2024?
Yeah, no.
Minister?
Yes. As a matter of fact, just had this conversation just as recently as yesterday. Wants and needs are two different things. What you desire, what you need is going to be something totally different. So a lot of people want things that, in my opinion, they either don't qualify for, or they don't have the ability to have a man come in and do that for them for whatever reason. Now I don't want to be super biased or sound like I'm chauvinistic, but that's just the way it is. Some women have the ability to have a man come over her and provide that umbrella for her. But the expectation is this is what I need you to do if I do this. If I pay every bill, if I'm taking care of all the fiscal, financial expenses, then I need you to be a certain type of woman. But the pushback is, hey, I'm a woman. This is what I want. I'm not going to compromise with my partner to give him what he wants and needs for him. But some of these females out here, not all, they'll say, well, I don't want to do that. And I still want to have my cake and eat it too. I think that's unrealistic.
Let's go ahead and take that off the table. All women, we're not talking all women. We ain't talking all men. Absolutes are rarely true. So let's just put that out there. We are not talking all. We are generalizing. Generalizations are acceptable. 51% or more. That's acceptable. So I hear what you're saying, Minister. I hear what you're saying. Coach, when you see young people in the game,
all right.
How you handle it with them if they ask you about it since you've been married 25 years?
Okay. So I mean, I'll take that instance in my situation. You know, in my experience, that's really all I can perform my payment for circumstances. You know, my wife don't want to the house. She don't. You know, she wanted to work. There's been times when she wanted to work. Still. We do family work because it's the responsibility to take care of it. You know, but in all the time, it was her choice what she wanted to work. And she didn't want to work. Did she want to go to school? She got to pursue. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is sort of students on what she wants to bring to the family. You know, of course, like in that, when you got finances and all that stuff, they always right. You know, somebody gonna spend more than we should have. Somebody gonna make it on a compulsory buy. You know, I gotta have. You know, I mean, especially when you're young and you try to build together.
Right.
It's like, hey, why you buying that shit? You know, we need to be holding on to that X, Y, and Z. Yeah, those things happen, especially with young couple. You know, that's literally expected to happen if you build it together.
Yep.
You expect it to take place. You know, and you expect it to work through those things together. Or I don't even want to say through those experiences. Let's call them that. And either you're going to work those experiences together or you're not. You know, again, that brings it on other choices as far as like, you know, whether you want to stay together. We're not trained on that. You know, it takes work, it takes compromise, and it takes an understanding between you both. Again, it's never. For me, it's not one of those things that is 50-50. You know, if it's 50-50, we just talk about finances. You saying we talk finances.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally all we consume with is finances. Instead of building a successful relationship, building wealth, building a legacy. Sure, something to pass on to kids.
We got a comment that says from Adria that says, I hear more women refusing to work because they expect him to do everything.
Yes,
that's probably why they buy themselves.
That's right. He's right. In this time, that's the
looking for that man.
Yeah. That's the expectation now. But nothing won't be given for that.
All right.
You want it for free.
And middle class. For middle class black family. All right. The ones I know. Right. The husband and wife work. They do.
Oh,
and they manage the children together. I call my home. What's up, bro? What you doing? I'm gonna pick my son up. Right. Wifey gonna get home 5 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come on, man. We don't supposed to be, we supposed to be trying to build some kind of hereditary wealth or something, right?
Some generational wealth.
You know what
Trying
I'm
to
saying?
pass something on.
It take more than 50.
Nancy said we put 100%, we both put 100% toward our marriage. We don't have the what's mine is mine mentality.
It's hard when you got it like that to be successful in the marriage. In my opinion.
Let's go with some data here, because data matters.
Okay.
The raw numbers matter. When I hear this, and I regularly hear this large number of women saying, I want a man that's going to provide. And it's like, okay, what does that mean to you? Because that means something different.
Right.
That means something different to each person. So I asked them to break it down. What does that mean to you? And what I typically wind up hearing is they say, I want a man who's going to provide, who's going to take care of and the household, and he's going to pay all the bills.
Right.
Okay. All right. What is he getting in return?
Right. So it can't just be I'm going to get satiated with everything that I want as the other partner. A true partnership, like the coach said, it involves both of you guys giving mutual support to each other, whatever that may be. And it exceeds 50-50. It'll be your day one day, it'll be her day the other day. So you support each other in that aspect. And if you want to build something real and realistic moving forward, then you support each other as needed, whatever that may be.
Bruh. That's a word right there. Look at this, man. Let's look at this. The data. 72% of married women work outside the home. So when I hear this echo of women going, I want a man to provide, my question is, where are you even seeing this at? 72% of women work outside, married women work outside the home. So where are you even getting this from? And I don't know if it's social media. I don't know if they were sitting around watching Basketball Wives. And remember, this conversation is not about shitting on women. It's not about shitting on men. We ain't got time for that. This is about trying to get folks to have realistic expectations so we can build some families. The fabric of our community is falling apart. We're trying to get some families together and keep them together. But to do that, we have to start off with realistic expectations of what that even looks like.
Absolutely. And the other part of that, like what you were saying, I think the emergence of social media and the influence of social media on relationships is a big part of it, because a lot of people go to social media and they see this lifestyle, people living online. But you got to remember, you can't live online. You have to log off at something. And when you log off, you go back to being the person that you was before you logged on to that platform. When you're on the social media platform, you seeing people doing trips to Paris, whatever it may be, trips to Dubai, and all this other stuff. I'm living a great life. I'm driving a Maybach and all of this other stuff. It's okay to want those things, but you have to understand that those things come with a price as well. Somebody has to pay the bills. Somebody has to pay the mortgage. Somebody has to pay for the airfare. Somebody has to pay to keep the lights on and all of that other stuff. So if somebody gives that to you, if you had the ability to command that, I applaud you. Good job. But guess what? Everybody who's on those platforms and social media looking at everybody doing it up and doing it big for the gram is not going to be able to live like that. The majority of people will not be able to live like that. And asking for a man to making a salary in excess of $100,000 is not the norm. You can look at the averages right there. A lot of people have cell phones, computers. Go ahead and look up what the average man makes, as opposed to these people out here. I'm talking about the celebrity profiles.
Yep.
$100,000, $250,000, like the young lady said. I want a man who's going to be this, making $250,000, but at some point in time, you have to think. You might want to look in the mirror. Can you realistically expect somebody to just give that to you like that? And don't get me wrong, a small percentage will be able to get that, but they are the exception. They are not the norm. So
Yep.
They want it one way.
be realistic in your expectations.
They want it one way.
But it's
There's
the
another
other way.
way.
It
Hey,
is.
check it out. Hey, brothers, check your cell phones. I figured out what we got to echo, but we can't do nothing about it right now.
I see what you got.
That's why
I see what you got. Fellas, we've already established that 72% of wives work outside the home. Let's be realistic here. We talking about broke people. Most of the average families are broke as fuck. You may have a nice house, you may have a nice car, but the average family cannot financially bear a unexpected medical expense of $400.
That is everything.
That's the reality we live in.
This is not the 80s, 99 cents yet.
No, we got folks with nice houses. And I applaud everybody. If you got a nice house, you got a nice car, however you want to spend your money, that's fine. But let's be honest here. Most of this is a house of cards. You are one missed paycheck away from losing all of that. The current load of credit card debt is at an all-time high for this country.
That is also a fact.
This isn't a situation where you got, a man just balling out of control and a woman financially balling out of control. And they like, you know what? I make 200. Coach, yesterday you missed it. There was a young lady who said she wanted a man and couldn't see herself dating a man who did not make $250,000 a year.
And she doesn't date very often. Huh?
Well, my problem was, and the comment that I put on the video when I saw it, I said, you can't wrap, she said she can't wrap her mind around dating a man who makes less than her at $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. You're making $250,000. I'm going to give you that. Why don't you try wrapping your mind around sitting in a diner at a bar, eating dinner alone, calling into a dating show? Because that's exactly what she was doing. If you can't wrap your mind around the first thing, why don't you try wrapping your mind around that?
So I see that 250,000 is taking her far, huh?
Yeah, it's taking her far. It's taking her to a lone dining room experience, wishing she had a man, saying she wanted to get her eggs cracked this year and wanted to get married this year.
This year. So when you look at that, how unrealistic is that? I think
she might have somebody.
So we're not even on Earth anymore. This is like something out of Never Land. And it's okay, like you said. Oh, you make great money. Who are you enjoying it with? Where's the companionship? Where's the partnership? You don't have it. So your money is not making you happy, but we see that in celebrity marriages as well. Nobody escapes having relationship problems. Nobody. The president, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos. Nobody escapes relationship problems. So the money is just one aspect of keeping you guys happy. But we also know that, like you said, most families, I'm talking about average families now, not the exception. They don't even have $1,000 in reserve to get them through a shortfall. I'm talking about average families, not the exception. So you have to think, where do you sit on that scale of the hierarchy of where you are in life right now, and what you think you have and what you think you demand.
Kara said these days everyone is broke. Have you seen the cost of groceries?
Yes,
Damn.
yes.
My son getting a big piece of cheese. If I may, I don't really get off into kind of conspiracy theories, not really, but I think, okay, we're talking about social media, where we get this from as far as our family dynamic breaking down the community. I still see it kind of as symptoms still of slavery. Okay. And only in a transition form. They used to break slaves and how they turned male against female, vice versa. You look at everything, whether it's social media, whether it's TV, whether it's what you get fed in the news, it's a violent black man.
Yep.
A criminal, or waving guns around, and no responsibility. It's essentially presenting the image to the black woman that the black man still protect, can't provide, right? And not a suitable person to build a family. Right? And flip side, and in addition, not worth respect. And vice versa, the same thing is fed to the black man. The black woman is, X, Y, Z. The black woman is lazy. Like you go on, but now instead of rape you and separate you and whip, they just feed you to in the form of a commercial or a newscast or something like that. I ain't never got you from that being a good father.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like they don't put that on the news.
Nope.
That's not portrayed in TV and stuff. It's not exciting.
The model for modern news. The model for modern news is if it bleeds, it leads. If it's fear, it's going to be on front page.
Yes, absolutely.
So how much really is actually social engineering?
You're absolutely right. It is a form of social engineering, and sadly, we as people of color, minorities, and black people, we're falling for it. But I don't know many men who say, I don't need women. I don't need, especially black women. We just not going to say that.
Nope.
But once again, like the coach said, we're being led into this, and we're feeding into this whole thing, men against women, black men against black women. And we have to come back down and remember, hey, look at our mutual struggle together, where we came from, and how we evolved and got to this point. So if you think about everything in our background, and also inside of our ancestral background, speaks about suffering, conflict, diversity, having the ability to overcome great odds stacked against us. Because if you look at it, less than 150 years ago, we were property. We were in chains.
Chattel slavery.
Yeah. Right there in the pits with each other, trying to grow up out of that and pull ourselves out of that pit of despair. So why should we still continue to go against each other like this? We should.
For those who let's talk to the audience for a minute. For those who don't know where Coach was coming from with his comment about where this division started and how the reliance on a male-led home was first broken. This is in a book. I don't know how popular this book is outside of the melanated community, but inside the melanated community, I don't know anyone who hasn't read this book. Coach, hit him with the name.
The Willie Lynch letter.
The Willie Lynch letters. I knew that's where you were coming from.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hold on. I'm about to grab it off the bookshelf. I got the bookshelf right behind me. Hold on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Boom.
Yes, yes.
The Willie Lynch letters and the making of a slave. If you've never read this book, you see it's nice and short. If you have never read this book, you will never understand the historical perspective Coach just dropped on you.
At least put the book on your list.
It's got to be on your list.
It's a short read. Definitely worth to read.
Put it in a book. Open up.
Boom.
My man.
Boom.
You beat me to it.
Bruh. Hey, let's go here though. Let's go here. How many of y'all had a woman who cooked every single day, 3 meals a day?
No.
Bishop, you ever had a woman cook 3 times a day?
You remember me talking about a girl named Alma?
Break it down.
You remember me talking about a girl named Alma?
Uh-huh.
You remember that one?
Uh-huh.
Only one.
Only one.
Yeah. She was from Ghana.
I don't know any woman who
She didn't
wants
want
to
to
cook
work.
3 meals a day.
You a passport, bro?
What's that again?
You a passport, bro?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I picked her up in Montreal. Yeah, she from Ghana though.
Yeah. You about to start something else right there, coach. You about to trigger some people.
Yeah, but I'm gonna leave it there though. The passport bros, that's a whole nother thing. But nah,
Yeah, that's a whole another day.
that's another conversation. But nah, I ain't that.
3 meals a day, though.
Man,
When I look, the reason I brought up the 3 meals a day, because I know some women who do not work outside the home. None of those women cook 3 meals a day. Right. Not a single one of them. So when I see this thing about you want us to cook, okay, at best you cooking 2 or 3 times a week. You cannot go to a restaurant in this city, in any city in America, and not see people lined up to eat. Is that a complaint? No. But it breaks the narrative of, oh, you want us to cook. Okay, yeah, do I want you to cook sometimes? Yes. Should I cook sometimes? Yes. But the reality is, you're not cooking 3 meals a day.
I'm not.
You know, in the morning, the kids got Pop-Tarts. The kids got a bowl of cereal. They ain't got fresh eggs in the morning. They ain't got sausage and homemade pancakes every morning.
Just daddy.
Bruh. So when I hear this, oh, you know, if I have to work, I shouldn't have to do none of the other stuff. Okay, even with the ones I know that don't work outside the home, I've never seen one cook 3 meals a day. Nowadays, folks got housekeepers, especially couples with both working couples. Folks got housekeepers. I ain't saying everybody does, you know, but those who have prioritized the money to do so, you talking about you got a cleaning person coming in. You going out to eat. You pick up the phone on your way in going, man, you know, it's been a long day. What you want me to pick up? You want me to just order some pizza? Or you want me to swing by Olive Garden, pick up something? You know, what we doing for dinner tonight? Because we ain't getting ready to cook tonight. So all I'm saying is lose the narrative of you want me to cook and go to work and take care of the home. So I just think it's not honest.
Not at all.
Come home and cook. Does somebody cook sometimes? Yes. But does that mean we expect you to cook every day? No. When my wife gets done cooking, when we eat, man, I grab the dishes. I throw them in the dishwasher. Most of us ain't hand washing dishes no more.
Right.
I throw them in the dishwasher. I make sure the kitchen is good. I put up the leftovers. Teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork. Tending to the kids. Minister of Defense, you put in your time taking care of kids, don't you?
Yes. All the time.
Bruh, I did pick up and drop off every day, made sure homework was done, made sure, clothes was ironed, made sure uniforms was ironed. I just don't think it's an honest argument when women say you want us to do all of this and go to work too. I just don't think it's an honest argument.
And by the way, I also cook the meal for my little. So not to take out. I don't believe in fast food. I'll eat a small amount of fast food, but once again, that's the nutritious meal. To feed the young ones. I get in the kitchen myself. Yeah, absolutely. Pick them up and take them in the morning. So yep. To help out. To do my part.
We know the bishop stay in the kitchen.
Yes.
Bishop stay doing his thing.
Shoot, man, I make them juices.
Got
the juice, baby.
The juice man. Everybody got fresh juice.
Question.
Social dynamic change too. You think with this argument, really who's asking or these questions? It's definitely as I said, 72% of married women that well, it's not the married women. Obviously, it's the single woman that has fed into the same propaganda everybody else. It's not a valid. We understand it's not a valid argument, and I my opinion is probably those that see it's not a valid argument, or find themselves in a relationship. And they find somebody they can build with. In the end, goal, right?
Should be.
I thought should be.
But instead of complaining, you should be in there learning those skills. Say, hey, the way to the man's heart is still through the stomach. If I can get to that stomach, I'm gonna get everything else because I'm gonna feed it. I'm gonna that is a type of catering, like the coach said.
That's a love language right there.
It is a love language.
That's one of the 5 love languages.
But if you want to go out and spend our money, I said our money, I'm trying to help out. I'm trying to let you know, hey, I'm in this too. We are spending all our money on food that we can cook inside the house, at least half the price, and still enjoy each other. And
Okay,
so
the bishop being quiet most of the time, but like because this echo is really annoying me. But if you're doing all that, I just want to know how much dick she's sucking. Because one thing we know is it ain't gonna suck itself.
It ain't gonna suck itself.
So I mean,
we knew the bishop wasn't gonna be gone long.
I'm being quiet because the echo is annoying me, and we apologize for that. We're gonna get that fixed for the next episode. But yeah, I mean, I'm letting you talk. But I just want to know how much dick is she sucking, because it's not gonna suck itself.
Right, because that's a love language too, Bishop.
Yeah,
That's an act of service.
That's a way to a man's heart.
Yep. I knew it wasn't gonna be long before he went there. I'm surprised he held off that long.
It is a valid question.
It's bad.
It is a valid question. It is.
The question is valid. The question is valid.
Did we get any feedback on that?
Especially if I'm on one meal cook today. Like, come on. Now. All I get is dinner. How about some dessert?
I get it. Everybody's tired. Everybody done worked hard. But couples still gonna love on each other because these kids coming somehow.
For real.
Right. Because you know what? It could be one of the worst conflicts. Be like, well, you want some pussy? Yeah, baby. That'll help fix. Give me some head.
Yes, please.
I asked this question once, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there on here. I asked the question to a group of ladies that I was fortunate enough to be in their company. And I asked them, I said, when was the last time you saw your man sitting down in his chair, on the couch, whatever, walked up to him without saying a word, pulled his dick out, give him some head, and when you're done, quietly walk away. Put the remote back in his hand and just walk the fuck away.
The key word is quietly.
Quiet.
Shut up.
Quietly. Friendly Pets, I see him.
What was the answer?
None of them.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What is the chat saying? You get any comments in the chat?
When I asked that question, the feedback I started getting, well, I'm tired. I work too. These kids getting on my nerves, but you still got to nourish the marriage.
Right. Yep.
Man, sometimes you just got to walk up. She having a bad day, give her some head and let her sit quietly for a minute after you're done. Let her decompress.
There you go.
This goes both ways.
Get over here, girl, so I can drop it off in your drawer. Let her know. Hey, this still dad. I got you, baby.
I got you. What they say, suck the attitude out of her? Lick the attitude out of her?
They're like, hey, suck it out and fuck it out. That's it. Man, and you know how it go now. 25 minutes there, I just came off a chain game. That's how it's going down, baby. I ain't had it since it had me.
Come on, let's talk about this from a scientific perspective. You talking about the natural chemicals that are released into the brain with sexual satisfaction.
Right. And you know what?
Somebody in the comments said he had no soul left when she got done.
That's it. Sometimes they need that, just like we need that. Be like, you know what? Sit down. Pull your dick out. I got something for you.
I got you.
We need to do that to them sometimes too. Be like, well, I got this going on. You know what? I don't want to hear all that shit right now. Get over here.
I always see women online asking this one question. The women will always say, what is the male version of giving a man flowers? Because men typically don't want flowers. Men use our logical mind, and we say, hey, them flowers were dying when you bought them. They're just getting ready to become a mess.
He just answered it.
Hit him, coach.
A nooner. Yo, I love him.
That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You come home and the flowers ready.
Yeah.
Like you gonna pull up some lunch, get some lunch.
Right.
We simple.
Yeah. So once again, now we talking about speaking love language. Love.
I mean, a good meal. Simple. A good meal.
Good meal.
Yep.
And quietly.
Quiet. You did. Sure. One thing I love about my wife is on Sunday, she'll sit right there beside and go watch. Yeah, I mean, she amped up, but you know what I'm saying? She'll sit right here. Hey,
that's what's up.
It's good enough for me.
Bruh.
We sitting there enjoying some nachos.
Adria said in the comments, please and thank you.
You know
That
what I'm
goes a
saying?
long way.
It does.
It does. Just tell hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for sucking my dick like that.
I mean, I'll be honest, man. It's not one of those things where like I really don't like my wife spending money on me. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's cool to do, but at the same time, I'm like, in my mind, like, yo, if reality is if I see something I want, I'm just gonna get it.
Oh, so you saying don't even wait for no special occasion? We ain't gotta wait for a birthday. We don't have to wait for an anniversary.
If I see something like, oh, that shit fly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna get this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gotta wait. Like me and my wife don't celebrate Valentine's Day. We don't do nothing on Valentine's Day. What?
Right. Valentine's Day every day.
You know. I mean, shoot, man. I don't need no. I go to somebody with some flowers. Random. Go pick up groceries. Oh, shoot, these flowers is nice.
They got them right there at the door.
Yep, I'm sure. She come home and leave the base. They flowers. I'm saying it's cool.
Man, plant some flowers in the yard and keep it moving.
Yeah, bro. Look. And she gonna come in. In the backyard.
Yo, so we started this conversation off kind of trying to tear into these narratives that don't necessarily seem to be supported by reality, that don't necessarily seem to be supported by the norm, with the argument that we often hear. So let me get this straight. Y'all want women to go to work, come home, cook, clean up, tend to the kids, pay half the bills, while you just go to work and come home. I don't know no men who just go to work and come home. That may be the dude out there, but let's go ahead and give you that. Let's give the ladies that argument. He just want to go to work, come home, don't help with the house, don't help with the kids, don't help with cooking, don't help with cleaning. What would you say to the woman in that situation?
You picked the wrong
Let's start off with the bishop.
You picked the wrong man. You making bad life decisions. You know what I'm saying? If you got a man that's doing all that, you ain't got a man, you got another boy. So that's a whole another conversation that we need to direct towards those type of men. But if you picking that type of man, then she making bad life decisions, man. That's it.
You saying she got another dependent?
She making bad life decisions. If you picking that kind of man and he ain't doing nothing, pull the slide back up. Pull the slide back up.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, it's real talk.
That's what you willing to accept.
All right, now look at this right here. I fully agree with that slide, man. So let me get this straight. Y'all want a woman to go to work, come home. Yeah, I do want you to go to work. I need you to get that money. I do want you to come home because, like I said, it ain't gonna suck itself. I do want you to cook. I want you to clean up. I want you to tend to the kids, and you damn sure gonna pay half of the bills. You know what I'm saying? But if you saying why y'all go to work and come home, if that's what she's willing to accept, that's on her. So I want her to do all those things. But if you got a dude that's not doing all those things with you, then that's your decision, man. That's your decision. You know, if you got a dude, he should go to work or have some kind of income coming in, I should say. Because I ain't going back to work.
But you still got money coming.
Right. I'm retired.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm retired. But I believe he should help cook. I believe he should help clean up. He should tend to the kids with her, and he should pay his half of the bills. You know, so but if you accepting a man that just sit on the couch like baby boy, you making bad life decisions.
Right.
Pass.
Playing video games.
I mean, there ain't much more to elaborate on that.
Bruh, He broke it down. If that's the man you chose, keep that in mind. That key word, that's the man you chose. You chose to marry that man. You chose to create children with that man and procreate. You chose to live that lifestyle.
Yep.
And if that's what you chose to do, great, no problem. But don't fuck it up for the rest of women by complaining when that's what you chose. All I would ask, ladies, if you hear that complaint about, oh, he want to go 50-50 and blah, 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 just go, but you chose him.
Right. So we call that accountability.
Oh, boy. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Man, we need some flex bomb on that one. Don DeMarco.
Swallowing
Accountability.
It's like swallowing a brick of flour.
It's like eating a Popeye's biscuit with nothing to drink.
It's just yeah. Might not even.
And again, you know, it's just
how you sound, goofy as hell.
that we speaking on, you know. Just these delusional, you know. It's detached from reality. I don't know what Duke's gonna come just kicking his feet up.
Man, let's take it back. I relate things to comedians because comedians always tell us the truth. We may be laughing, but if you pay attention, comedians telling you the truth.
Yep.
Find somebody just as fucked up as you, settle down, build a family, and do the best you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Well, and that 25 years.
Hey, let's give a big shout out. We got a college student. We got a proud parent moment in the comment section. Final college cost will only be $3,450 a year for a set of these parents whose child is doing they damn thing. Shout out to you. Big ups.
Yes, sir.
Big ups.
Yes, sir.
Big ups. Congratulations.
That's a milestone.
I'm happy to hear that.
Hey, it's a blessing for these young people went to no debt, man. You know that. I was just talking to my son, man. This economy ain't built, you know, to carry a lot of debt. And school loans, no joke. So.
Now these school loans ain't a joke.
The interest rate is killer.
Let's tie what you just said into this, Coach. You talked about coming into relationships with student loan debt. When I hear quite often, it's women going, well, I went to school, I got a degree, and I do this and I do this. Okay, congratulations. You went to school, you got a degree. But you want a man to essentially, once he marries you, to retire you.
Right.
And part of what you bring in him is $60,000 worth of student loan debt for a degree you are not using. I'm not saying there's no benefit. However, you are not getting the return on investment from a typical college student who learns in a specific field of study, goes out, gets a job in that field of study, and then brings home the rewards from working in that field of study.
Right.
What you brought your husband is another bill to pay for your student loans.
Right. And
She wants to be retired.
Yeah,
That's right.
You know, but again, it goes back to the false narrative that I think I like that whole slide trades. Again, like you said, most of our women don't want to sit home and just raise the family no more.
They'll tell you, they'll lose their damn mind sitting at home going stir crazy. We had somebody in the comment section mention that.
So
For real,
right. So Reverend, I have some ideas about that as well, because the higher your degree path, the higher you are on that academic scale, for the average person, the higher your student loan debt is going to be.
Yep.
So if you had to go through your path to get to your doctorate, if you were fortunate enough to do that, you're looking at sometimes in excess of $100,000 to $500,000. Now, if you're talking about MDs, medical doctors, and in those professions, it could get astronomical.
Yep.
So you have to think, if this woman is coming in, sometimes same with the men, and you guys are going to be united, you're going to absorb some of that liability as well.
Yep.
You have to absorb some of that debt, unless you have an X factor, like the four gentlemen on this set. Then okay, you got to think. I have to pay for those student loans. I have to pay for my master's degree, my MS, or my MA. I had to pay. Some people had to pay for their 2-year associate's degree.
Yep.
Because they just didn't have the finances for that, or they weren't fortunate enough to get a scholarship.
If you recall, President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama talked about when they finally were able to pay off their student loans.
I remember that. Yep. They struggled.
Now, what would that look like for the average person? And they are absolutely not average.
Yep.
So imagine what that looks like for the average family. We dying with student loan debt because we still ain't been able to pay it off. You got folks who ain't had a tax return in 15 years because they still owe for student loans.
Yep.
And the interest is still killing. It'll never. I mean, it'll be close to time they pay that trash. You know, I mean, how many can they go and they come into ships and they don't even work those bills. They're carrying 6 figures of student loan debt, not even working. You know, it's horrible.
I've spent my entire adult life working in adult education and training, and one of the struggles that I hear, and this is to the parents out there that's listening, when I hear students say, "Oh, I'm getting a bachelor's degree in psychology, I'm getting a bachelor's degree in communications, I'm getting a bachelor's degree in sociology," the first question that comes to my mind is, are you prepared to live a lifestyle being broke? When you look at the average salaries for those degrees, you're talking $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year. That's broke. But that's what the average salary is. And then that goes back to what we were talking about, where the average household can't afford a simple $400 unexpected medical expense. Remember when COVID hit and some of these family members were getting COVID and one family member couldn't work? The financial strain that was being put on people because one person got COVID and couldn't go work their job bartending or couldn't go work their job as a server.
Well, I mean, shoot. I'm gonna tell them a little bit. I'm telling myself a bit. I mean, speaking of finances, I mean, me and my wife together just to crack 6 figures.
Okay.
All right. Now you gotta think. I'm a retired man. You know, I work in school, you know, but it's one of the things I would not choose because I feel earned that was my life. Youngest 18, I got kids. Those other two, you know,
right.
Long story short, I also realized I make 6 figures, and me and her together make 6 figures, and we are literally still living paycheck. You know what I mean?
That's the average household, paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, and it's not a ball paycheck. You know what I mean? You definitely have but you got to make it stretch. Save where you can, invest where you can. You know, I think another part, going back to our original topic, I think another part of that is, while we talk about financing, is financial literacy.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
I mean, like we not really taught about that. Or our young generation really ain't being taught about that. Hell, I don't know how much our generation really taught about it. Like pay your bill, keep good credit, and you work hard.
Yep.
That was it. Save when you can.
Let's tie this financial literacy thing, or in the average household income. All right, ladies, let's go back to this meme. Your husband pays all the bills, everything, literally everything. You don't have to work outside the home. Will you be willing to still live by the lifestyle your husband on his paycheck alone can provide? Will you do it cheerfully? Will you do it without complaining? Will you do it and still submit to that man and love that man and make the best of his limited single income? That's a question I don't think we're ready to have a conversation about.
Right. Or are you willing to make concessions and say, hey, you know what? Let's get on this budget. I'll cut this, and this. You cut X, Y, and Z, so that we can build up our finances, our savings, our investment, retirement account, IRA, whatever it may be. That takes a sacrifice on both parts.
That's
right. And if you don't do that, you still have this unrealistic outlook, and you say, I want what I want to be provided to me, and I don't want to suffer at all or make any type of sacrifices. And you still get what you get.
We're gonna talk about one of my boys for a minute. One of my day ones from back in the day. His wife always compared what I was able to provide my family with me working multiple jobs with what her husband provided for their family. It was always so-and-so got a flat screen TV. Well, they got a new car. What kind of man wants to be the one as the sole provider going to work and coming home to hear that?
I probably would have told her that he's got a cooler wife too.
Bruh, nobody wants to deal with that.
Well,
it don't sound like she's cheating with him in the gym, though. You know what I'm saying? She's not trying to level that man up.
No, she's too busy tearing them down.
Well, it's also
worry about the Jones.
Right, keeping up with the Joneses. But the Joneses got this, the Joneses got this. They looking great from the outside looking in. But once again, we don't know the intimate details of what's going on inside their home.
Exactly.
We don't know how hard they struggling. We don't know what they got going on. It just looks like they're at this level that they're just balling out and all of this other stuff. But I guarantee you this. If you look at people around you, I'm talking about your neighbors, sometimes, and you look just a little bit closer, and you start looking at, whose home got foreclosed on, whose car got repossessed,
yep,
who got a lien put on their house, things like that. Keeping up with the Joneses and not being able to, like he said, manage money. Financial responsibility, learning how to actually budget and do things with the money that you do make, as opposed to the money that you want to make.
I had one of my kids, I had one of my kids, one of my players come to my house one day. My man rolls up, says, "Dang, coach, you got some bread, huh?" I'm like, nah, bro. I got bills. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's bills, brother.
I got mouths to feed.
Bro, can you imagine if we were just honest with people when somebody be like, man, that's a nice car. And you look at them and go, yeah, the bank does own a nice car. I just get to drive it until I stop making the payment.
You know what I mean? That's it. That's literally it. The bank owns.
Yep.
People roll up on me and they be like, man, you got a nice house. Thank you. The bank has done well in their investment.
And believe me, they charge you interest in staying in.
Exactly.
Yep. That's fun.
Every month out of my mortgage payment, $300 go to principal. The rest go to interest.
And that is the norm.
The norm.
Right. The exception would be pay down at least one payment on that principal per month if you want to get out of that quick. Determined by your finance rate. Now, if you came in after COVID, I kind of sort of feel sorry for you. But most of us who got in before COVID and we got locked into a hard finance rate, not that variable finance rate BS. You know, because that'll break you as well. Yeah. That's how you beat the wizard. You know, you want to beat the wizard on the finance rate. Pay it down. Pay the principal down early.
Okay. Educational moment here. On a 30-year mortgage, if you have a 30-year mortgage, take your mortgage payment, divide it by 12. You can add whatever that little extra is to your mortgage payment. And if you do that every month, you will make one extra mortgage payment per year. If you do that, your 30-year mortgage goes to 22 years. Regardless of all the talk about high interest rates right now, your home is still one of the best ways to build wealth. People keep saying, I'm not buying a house right now. I'm going to keep renting because the interest rates are too high. The interest rates are 7%. And I sit there and go, very true. But what's the interest rates on renting? 100%.
Exactly. And you don't own that. Somebody else owns it. Yep.
Yeah. Fellas, we have had a good time here. Let's go ahead and go around the room with some final thoughts. Coach, as our guest, go ahead and hit him with your final thoughts for the day, Coach.
We don't know, like I said, you starting out with 50, going back to the old 50. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not really, you know, so it's a false portrait of what success is, in my opinion, of what successful relationship, more important, successful black relationships really are. You know, and for those, individuals, those women, and because there's men out there, hey, shorty gotta make this X, Y, Z. Not as prevalent, but like I say, it's just really a false narrative perpetuated by, to me, most likely single, and won't stay that way. So they embrace together. Hey, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it tonight. I definitely, thank you for allowing me to enjoy y'all.
Coach, much appreciated. Minister of Defense, hit him with the final thoughts, baby.
For the few ladies and females listening. We do need you all. We need y'all now more than ever before. So we need to find a way to make this as good as we can make it now. I know a lot of things have changed with social media influence, but just like he was saying, we are the only race of people who we would disparage each other online when we see each other, when we talk with one another, and we need to get away from that. We need to get away from that. If you truly think about it, we still have the same struggle. It's just changed because somebody else is on the public screen now. Okay. Look at the big picture. Stop looking at micro. Start looking macro. Okay. So more education is needed. Get into some of the history and literature and read and find out why other races and other groups of people are coming at us like this. They're trying to destroy us, and they'll succeed. We need to push back.
That's a word right there. That is the word. Bishop, come to us, man.
All right, peace and power. Yo, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, bring back the cold approach. You know, let's stop doing this social media, getting on that dating apps and everything. You know, back in the days, we used to see a girl in the club, we used to pull them close and we used to grind on them, let them feel that wood. You know, and so we need to bring that back. And so, ladies, accept the man when they come up to you and say hello, ask you what your name is. Don't give them your Instagram. Give them your number. And also, you saying you want a man that made $250,000. You may have passed up on that man when he's trying to holler at you because he was a garbage man. Don't stand around the finish line and wait to fuck the winner. Go through that struggle with that man. You know, because that same man that's on that garbage truck might be the one that's making $250,000 next year. Salute.
Wait. Don't sit around at the finish line waiting to fuck the winner.
Yeah. Shout out to Rolo Tomasi.
The doors of the church are open on that one.
Preach.
The doors of the church are open. Oh, man. We have had another good conversation. Folks, please do not lose sight of this is not about 4 men, 3 men, whatever, sitting around shitting on women. That is not the objective. We are trying to get couples together and building families. I am so tired of going to baby showers. I want to go to some bridal parties, some bachelor parties. I'm tired of seeing just babies being born without a mother and a father in the house as husband and wife. Not just living together, paying bills together, as a family, building a family unit. Let's work together. Let's drop these BS narratives like 50-50. Bring 100 and 100. That may mean you down one day to 25 and she gonna kick in that other 75 to hold you down. Hey, worst case scenario, both of y'all gonna be down and y'all still gonna stick together and do it with each other. These wedding rings, they are round and symbolic for a reason. This is not ending. Never ending symbolism. Let's stick together and let's work together. Love y'all. Until next time, stay good, people. Love. Salute,
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Don't mind me, I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck out of here. Shit, I'm out.